welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm so excited because we're going to be doing the 21 questions makeup tag, which was created by Allie Glines. I love Allie. She's super sweet. She does really pretty makeup looks and really great reviews, so check out her channel. I was actually watching Allie's video and then I realized that she tagged me and I was like, I love that because I already wanted to do the video anyway because I love doing makeup tags. They're so fun and it just brings me back to like the OG YouTube days. So thank you, Allie, for tagging me. I will leave the questions down below. I encourage you guys to do it as well if you have a YouTube channel. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you grab a snack and subscribe to my channel for 3 new videos every single Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So let's get into 21 questions, the makeup version. Okay, first question. What is the oldest makeup product in your collection? So this was a little bit difficult for me because I honestly go through my makeup collection pretty often. I would say every 2 to 3 months I declutter and I get rid of things, I donate, I throw out expired makeup and just basically get rid of things that I don't use because I hate to keep stuff that's just sitting there because I feel like somebody else could get some use out of it. So I don't have things from like high school or anything super old like that, but I do have this Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia that is probably, oh yeah, definitely expired. It says 6 months on here. I was gonna say it's probably very expired. Yeah, this was from 2016. So this is the oldest thing that I have in my collection, but I used to be obsessed with this palette. It was like my go-to. I remember like this was like prime time for me in college. This was like all that I used every single time I did my makeup. I loved it. It's a great palette. It was great quality. I love the colors in here. But then when the Urban Decay Born to Run palette came out, this replaced my Modern Renaissance because a lot of the colors in here and the Urban Decay one are very similar. Like you have like the orangey warm tones. You have more pops of color in here, which I really enjoy because I feel like this palette is great for like all year for me. I love it. But Modern Renaissance is a classic. I'll probably always keep this honestly just because I loved it and I love like being able to have a palette and like you just think of like the memories and stuff, like you kind of reminisce. I know it's like just a makeup product, but sometimes it's more than makeup. What is your most recent makeup purchase? I'll post it right here. I just placed an order on Sephora. Got some new stuff to test out for an upcoming video, which will probably be up on Thursday. It was supposed to go up today, which is Tuesday when you guys are watching this video, but I didn't get the package in time, so that'll be Thursday's video. But yeah, this is some stuff that I got. Some new Fenty stuff. I got the new matte powder foundation. I don't know if that's going to be my color. 240. I only got one shade, so hopefully it works. I also got some of their new cream color drip lip creams, and then I got some Rare Beauty items. So I just got their new glossy lip balm, cream blush, and then I got a backup of my Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. It's like my current favorite cleanser. I just did a skincare routine. It's amazing, so I had to get a backup of that. And then I also got a backup of my favorite Fenty brush for my cream products, the 125 face brush. So you guys will see some of these products soon in action. What is the first makeup product you ever used? So when I was around 10 or 11 years old, I remember my mom had like this makeup bag and she had a ton of different stuff in there. There was like Clinique, Lancome, but I remember getting my hands on this Lancome lip gloss and it was like in that little kind of squeezy tube. This is not the same exact packaging because it's much updated. That was so long ago, but that was the first product that I used. It was like this nude champagne glittery lip gloss, but it smelled really good. I remember it being super sticky, but I loved the way that it felt on my lips and I just felt like $1,000,000. Next question, what is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? So hate is a strong word and I love makeup trends. I love how they repeat themselves also throughout the years. So I don't have anything that I hate, but I do have a trend that I used to do a lot more back in the day and that I don't do anymore, not because I hate it, but just because it doesn't work with my skin because my skin is not as oily as it used to be, and that is baking. So I used to bake and use a ton of powder all the time. I mean, I feel like I still did that up until probably like a year ago, but I had much more oily skin back then, so I feel like baking worked really well and using a lot of powder really kept my makeup in place all day and I loved doing it. Never really baked for like a super long period of time, but I definitely did hop on that trend because I love the way everyone's makeup looked. It looked so smooth and flawless and I did love it, but now I don't do that anymore just because I feel like my under eyes are so much more dry than they used to be and my fine lines would just be like so accentuated like to the 100th power if I were to bake the way that I used to. So that's why now I use even less powder than before, even like less than I used to use like a year ago because I feel like it looks better and I don't need to use as much. But I still see people doing that trend and I really enjoy it. I think it looks really good. It does make your skin look really flawless. I think if you have very oily skin, baking is really good. And question 5 is, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? So again, I never really hated this trend, but in the beginning I was kind of like, that's different. That looks a little bit different, and that is brow lamination, aka like soap brows. I feel like they're kind of different but the same, but when I first saw that I was like, okay, that looks a little little different. You know, I don't know if I could ever do that personally, but now I love the way that that looks. I can't rock that personally because my brows aren't that good or that full, but I love seeing other people get brow lamination or the soap brow trend. I think it just looks so good. If you have really amazing brows or lashes, I always say I'm very envious because that is the two things that I wish I had. I think that's why I like the trend also so much because I've always like loved anybody who has like really thick full brows, and I feel like that just really enhances everyone's natural brows, and I love it. So I love that trend. So never hated it, but I was always like skeptical about it, but now I love seeing it. Okay, next question. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? For me, at first, like I love complexion. That's like, you know, obviously a given because I love watching my skin transform. But besides complexion, I have to say lashes is my favorite step just because I love the transformation. And sometimes I have many of those days where I'm doing my makeup and I'm just like, like you just don't feel good about yourself. You don't feel pretty. Or sometimes when I'm filming, I'm like, I don't know what direction this makeup look is about to take because sometimes I do my eyeshadow and it sometimes looks sloppy. It doesn't look that great. But then when I put the lashes on, everything comes together and I'm like, okay. So I just love the transformation that lashes give to any look. I cannot do any kind of look these days without lashes. So if you don't wear falsies, don't start unless you want to never look back, because that was the case with me. Once I started and once I learned how to apply them, the rest is history because I love lashes, and no matter what kind of look I'm doing, whether it's neutral or more natural or more glam, I'm always using falsies. That's like my favorite step. Number 7, what is a makeup product you can't live without? I have to say that is tinted brow gel, and my favorite is the Glossier Boy Brow. You guys know, in the shade black. I actually just ordered another. I've been ordering a lot of like backups of my favorite products because I'm running out of all of my things that I love, which is like a good thing, very satisfying, but I'm running pretty low on this finally. This has lasted since last April, so almost a year, and I still got some products left, but I just got a backup because I love it so much. But tinted brow gel just makes your brows not only look really fluffy and full, but it makes your brow products last all day. So I think all year round it's a must, but especially in the summer when it gets really, really hot, I need a tinted brow gel. Like I swear by this. And whenever I don't use this, if I forget, my brows are melting off my face. Like not even kidding. This is a lifesaver. So that is something that I need in my life. And like brow products in general, because like I said, I was not blessed in the brow category. So I need to have my brows done no matter what kind of look I'm doing. Number 8, what sparked your love for makeup? I love this question. When I was looking through everything, I was like, oh god, this is my favorite question because I'm sitting here making YouTube videos, but when I started out watching YouTube videos, and that is really how I was introduced to this entire beauty community back in 2010 actually. I was 14 years old going into my freshman year of high school, and I remember going on YouTube because back then for like years I would only go on YouTube to look up song lyrics and to find new music. So I remember looking for a song and then I came across this YouTube video. Her name is Rose Funk 88. I still remember her username on YouTube. This video right here is what started my passion and my love for makeup. So in this video she showed Revlon Colors Day, and she has this foundation brush, and I went out and purchased that from CVS. And I remember like for me that was splurging because back then like Revlon Colors Day was like $12 or $13 and that was pricey. I was working at Burger King. I was just 14. I was a baby. So I bought that. I bought the foundation brush. I remember spending like $25 and I was so excited to do my makeup because at that time I was wearing like mascara and doing some powder and everything, but I wasn't really that into foundation. That is what really started my interest. And once I discovered this girl Rose Funk, I wish she still made videos by the way. She's so beautiful. So then shortly after that I came across Ciao Bella, which is Meg. I still watch her videos, love her vlogs, and I was obsessed with Meg. I loved her makeup videos, her vlogs, and like everything that she showed I would go out, write it down, save up for it, and purchase it because I just loved her recommendations. And then after that was Megan Hart's makeup. Let me know if you guys remember watching her videos. I was obsessed with her makeup collection. She had like all the good stuff. I would like dream about having like her makeup collection, like MAC and NARS and all of these high-end brands. So loved her. And then after that I started discovering more people. SMLX0, Carly Bybel, Nicole Guerrero. And then I was like sucked into this beauty community and I was like, oh my goodness, like these girls are talking about makeup, and I just felt like it was the best thing ever. That was my escape back in the day. So I have a very special place in my heart for all of those YouTubers that I just mentioned because that is how it all started. That is what really drew me into the beauty community. Good times, I'm telling you. That was when YouTube was just, it was fun. It was all about the makeup. I love that question. I love going down memory lane and like thinking about how it all started because look, this is where we are now. It's so crazy. Like, I can't believe this is my life. And next question, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? So I don't have like a specific makeup look that I feel like is the worst. I feel like a lot of like my old videos were just cringy, and that, you know, that always happens. But I feel like the cringiest time for me, like besides when I first started my YouTube channel, was probably like 2018, 2017, that time period, because my eyebrows were just so thick that I feel like when I look back now, all the makeup that I did was just bad. It was cringy, it was awful, because my eyebrows were just way too thick for my face. There's absolutely nothing wrong with thick brows. If you do thick brows, keep doing it, do you. But for me, like I said, in my face, it was just very unflattering. They were just way too thick. So not saying my brows are perfect now, but they've gotten thinner, and I think they've gotten more even, and they're better. So 2017, 2018, I don't know what was going on. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know what made me want to do those thick brows. It was just, it was not cute. I think those were probably like the worst, some of the worst makeup looks that I did, just because my eyebrows were so thick. Okay. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? So for me, I love neutral makeup, and my absolute favorite kind of makeup is this. I'll put my video right here that I did. I filmed this last summer, and it's basically like my go-to everyday makeup in natural daylight. I just love everything about this kind of makeup. The skin, the eyes, just like the simplicity of it, but it's still a little bit glam, which I love. And I just always feel the prettiest and the most confident whenever I do my makeup like this. It's just my go-to. That's why I do so many like updated everyday makeup routines, because I feel like they're very practical and realistic for most people. And again, that's just when I feel my best and I feel like the most like myself whenever I do makeup like that. So I love neutral makeup. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? Another very difficult question, because I have so many, but I have to say currently I am loving the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is beautiful. It's really long wearing. I love how it just enhances your natural skin. I'm in the shade Light 240W, and it's literally been my go-to. I'm wearing it today. For me, I use like less than an entire pump for my entire face, and it's beautiful. So this has been my go-to, and I love how you can get it in stores now. You can get it in Ulta and at Target. What is your favorite Splurge makeup product? So this was actually really difficult for me. This is probably like the most difficult question, because I don't really have a makeup product where like I feel like I spent a ton of money, like I've been saving up for it, and like it's my holy grail. Like I have a lot of favorite high-end makeup, but the thing that I could think of that I splurged that was like really expensive for me is actually a makeup tool. So I'm kind of cheating, but my Fenty 125 face brush that I talked about earlier, I love this brush, you guys. It just works so well with cream products. I can't say enough good things about it. It's the best for cream bronzer, cream blush, liquid blush, whatever you're putting on your face that is like cream. This brush is magic. That's why I ordered another one, because I love it so much. It's very expensive. I think it's like $34 or $36, which is a lot for a brush when you think about it, but it's that good and I swear by it. So this is what I use in every single video, like every single time. It's just that good. So there's been a lot of times where I go ham, like I go crazy with the cream blush or cream bronzer, and I use this brush and it's just like a magic eraser. Like it just blends everything so seamlessly. So not a makeup product, but a makeup tool that will work with different makeup products. Question 13, what is your most repurchased makeup product? I would have to say probably a brow pencil. I go through brow pencils pretty quickly. The NYX micro brow pencil is my holy grail. I love this one in the shade black. The formula is great. I love the colors, and I think I went through like 2 or 3 of these in 2020. So yeah, I love this. I go through this probably the most in my entire collection. What is your earliest makeup memory? So I have to say, like besides like the lip gloss thing in my mom's makeup bag, the next memory that I have before I really started getting into makeup is probably when I was like in 5th grade or so. I discovered black eyeliner. I got a hold of my mom's Maybelline liner. It was like in a green little packaging, and it was like a retractable liner. Tell me you guys remember that liner. That was like my go-to also for like years after that. But that liner, my mom had it in her bag. I put it on my waterline and I was like, ooh, like I felt so pretty. Like I didn't use any other eye makeup. It was just black eyeliner on the waterline, and I felt like on top of the world. Number 15, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Ulta, for sure. Ulta is just a different vibe. I just love going in there because there's fragrances, there's skincare, body care, hair care, makeup, drugstore, high-end. There's like a little bit of everything, and just like the entire atmosphere. I love going into Ulta. So what is the most underrated makeup product you own? Easy. I talk about this all the time. If you guys watch my videos, the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss in the shade Behind the Scenes. So this is actually a clear lip gloss, but I use it with all of of my favorite like nude colors, so that's why it's not clear anymore, but I'm wearing it today. This is the best lip gloss I've ever put on my lips, like not even kidding. The formula, the smell, the way that it feels on the lips, everything is incredible. It makes your lips look so wet, so juicy, and it's like $2 or $3. That's what makes it so good, and that's why I have repurchased. This is probably like my second product in my collection that I have repurchased the most besides the brow pencil, but I love it so much. You guys have to try it. And the thing is, I know it's just like a clear lip gloss, but for me, like I'm so passionate about this because I feel like every single person needs to have a good clear lip gloss in their life, and this one is perfection. Every time I try another clear gloss, I'm like, okay, this is good, but like the Essence one is $3 and it's better, you know? What is the most overrated makeup product you own? I'm probably gonna get a little hate for this, but you know what? Let's be nice, let's be open-minded, just my opinion. Kylie Cosmetics. So I feel like her blushes and bronzers especially are like identical to ColourPop. I've heard that they're actually made in the same lab, like their products, so that's probably why, but I have this bronzer here in Toasty, and I feel like ColourPop has something just like it, and then I have this blush in We're Going Shopping. Both of these products are good, like I'm not saying they're bad, I just feel like Kylie Cosmetics in general is definitely overrated for what it actually is. I've tried some good products from Kylie Cosmetics, I've also tried some duds. For me, it's not my favorite brand. Like I said, there's definitely a lot of dupes and a lot of other better quality formulas and everything that I think are better for the price, but obviously because it's Kylie Jenner, it's going to be overhyped, which I understand. I mean, she's beautiful, obviously she's like a badass businesswoman, but just my opinion, there's definitely dupes for it. So what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? So this was so easy for me, you guys. NYC. Do you guys remember that brand? Their liquid liner and the NYC bronzer in Sunny was my jam. I miss those products so much. When I first started getting into makeup and like starting my makeup collection, those were like staples in my collection because they were so affordable and they were actually really great quality. Like the bronzer I think was like $3, and like same with the liner, but that was like one of my go-to brands. And then I forget exactly when they vanished from the face of the earth, but it was like a few years ago, and I was really upset because I genuinely loved that brand, and it was so sad because like they had good stuff. That was a good brand. I wonder what happened. I don't know, I'll have to like look into it, but that was my jam. Like I loved NYC. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? For me these days is definitely Instagram. Like I love Instagram reels and I love IGTVs. I also love TikTok for makeup inspo because I just feel like you learn something new every day, and there's just so many beautiful, amazing makeup artists out there, and I'm just like, wow. And one of my favorite people actually to follow on Instagram and to recreate looks from is I Love Sarai, who is Karen. She is so talented, you guys. Every time I see her, I'm just like, wow, she's perfect. I love the way she incorporates color. Her looks are so unique and so beautiful, but still very wearable. So love her. She's definitely great for all different kinds of looks. She does everything. She's one of my favorites. Question 20, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? So I'm piggybacking off of what Ali said in her video, but I agree with her though. I can't really think of anything else besides this, but I would love to see less makeup releases in this year and in the upcoming years to come. There's just way too much makeup, you guys. It's like, I love it. It's my job, but it's a lot to keep up with, like as a YouTuber, as a consumer, because I purchase tons of makeup with my own money as well. Like I get a lot of it sent to me, but I'm also constantly buying it, and I'm just like, whoa, this is a lot, and it's really unrealistic for people to keep up with it because it's expensive. And with just all the brands that are coming out with stuff, I feel like it's every single week. I used to be so excited for new makeup releases back in like, I think 2015, 2016 was like the prime time for like new makeup, and I would get so excited for new products. I remember seeing it on Instagram. I would write it on my calendar, like set your alarm, this makeup product launches. But now it's just like I kind of expect new makeup to come out because, you know, it's been happening for such a long time at this point that I'm just like, okay, what's next? Because there's like new stuff literally every time I go on Instagram, there's a new product. So I wish brands would focus less on maybe coming out with so much stuff at once and more inclusivity with shade range and diversity. And that leads me into my next question, which is the last question: what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? And that is just more diversity, and also piggybacking off of what Ali said, but it's the truth though. More faces, more diversity, more shade ranges. There's so many great brands that have really great products and great foundations and just great things in general, but there's not enough for everybody. So that is what I hope to see more of in the upcoming years in makeup. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of brands that have done really great as far as being inclusive and having great shade ranges. And I feel like in the makeup world, we've definitely made some progress, but I think we can do better, and I hope to see better in the future because I feel like there's always room for improvement. But yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. I had so much fun. I loved these questions. Thank you again to Allie for tagging me and for creating this. I'm curious to hear your thoughts also on these questions. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.